It's the gang, it's the guys, my dog Bert, Glue, and the Real Riley, We back at it for another episode. Was hot this week. I'm not sure. Earnings was hot last week. Apple, big tech was real hot. I see crypto done got wiped out over the weekend. Something crazy going on. So we gonna dive into that. I'm not sure what's going on though. I ain't gonna cap. I don't even at this point. I don't even know. Like with crypto, like 1 minute is so like 1 minute is there, 1 minute it ain't. And that go back to what you were saying, like Bert, like a couple weeks ago about the whole like, is you taking a loan against it or something?
It's crazy because the liquidity in the crypto game is like, man, people can pull that rug real quick. But
Real,
I will say that it's been holding up pretty steady for real. Like Bitcoin is dipping, but like the market is dipping too. Like the equity market, like we had the Fed meeting last week. We had the largest companies in the world report last week with Apple. Um, and then we had the tariff talk at the end of the week where Trump announced his tariffs that he mentioned during his inauguration. He was pretty much like, hey, I'm going to give it a little bit. I'm going to let the dust settle from my inauguration speech. And then I'm going to bring out these tariffs. And then pretty much said Americans might feel some pain, but uh, it's about the long game. So,
Yeah, I definitely want to sleep on crypto right now because, like you said, it's about tariffs and that just brings higher inflation. Higher inflation gonna mean the Fed either gonna hold cuts or reverse and do rate hikes. And we know what happened last time with rate hikes. When we were getting rate hikes, crypto was going up. So um, best to be on your toes right now and just be patient and just read the market. Really, I wouldn't be trying to make no guesses right now because can go either way. But if we having an inflation concern, I mean that's bullish for crypto because
it's hot out here right now.
definitely high. It's a
Hot
lot.
right now.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot to bottle up.
February gonna be real eye opening because it's like who gonna fold first?
and they dropped it at the end of the month. Like,
Yeah,
hey, it's a
This is
new
this is
regime.
playing.
because a lot of people, a lot of businesses' fiscal years is starting right now.
Yeah.
So it's like they trying to clear the books before the new fiscal year.
I was thinking, like last week, over the weekend, probably Friday, late Friday, early Saturday, the DeepSeek news
Yeah,
dropped. And late Friday, the tariff news dropped. This past week, the market dropped. Did we get a repeat, like a rally again, or like we
that's what I'm
going?
saying. Around it makes sense. It makes sense around this time. Even us, like we going into a new fiscal year, so it's like other business. I work with other companies too, and around this time, it's like fiscal year is going into like February is like the beginning of the fiscal year type shit for the most part, because like budgets are set and all that stuff is going on with like making sure this store got this. Managers is getting budgets together for how much you got for the year. This is what you got to work with, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, yeah, this that time. This is definitely that time. So that's why I feel like a lot of this news about the tariffs and stuff is coming out because it's people's first quarters. You know what I mean? And like your first quarter kind of set the tone for the whole your business fiscal year for that year. So people trying to plan around that for sure, especially with the deed. Like that's why all that. That's why I felt like a whirlwind of news was coming out with DEI and all this legislation is going on because, like I said, um, fiscal years and stuff. That's crazy. Like Canada, Mexico.
Yeah, Canada, Mexico, and China are getting tariffs on the goods that they send to the United States, which will
Retaliate.
kind of cause some trade wars. Honestly, Canada said they're not backing down. We have yet to hear from Mexico and China. So, like, I think the markets are going to wait, honestly, for what they hear from Mexico, what they hear from China, and see how these negotiations go throughout the week. That's really going to drive the markets. Yeah, it's like short term thinking because long term we know that the market goes up over time. But I think short term it's going to be real volatile over these next February, for real, this next month. All this tariff talk going on. Stop sharing this show.
It's definitely about to be interesting. My toes. I'm just ready to react. I don't care what happens. Go up, go down. I don't care. I'm ready to react. I'm ready. I'm charting, technical analysis, and I'm ready to snipe some. Just
What
that
you got?
simple. Just
What you
that
got?
simple for me. I got my levels marked.
What you looking at this week?
This week, like I said, 5,900 is important for me for the S&P. Right now, we just in no man's land. The important thing for me right now in no man's land is order flow. I'm watching orders. I'm watching how the bid's stacking up, how the sellers reacting, how the buyers reacting. You know, people getting trapped at the top. You know what I mean? Is they flushing at the bottom? You know, so like I said, I'm ready to react. Be too much to guess because this right here ain't the time for that. But yeah, 5,900 is definitely important for me. Shit, currently right now in overnight sessions for futures S&P, we flushing. I'm seeing big sell orders coming through.
Yeah. Hey,
We got 1,000. We got 1,000 volumes stacked up at one price, and for overnight, that's a lot. So 2,000. I'm saying like, yeah, something definitely cooking up. I would definitely be ready for the games to be played as far as the up and down movements. We might even range. I would look out for ranges. Yeah, stay on your toes. I probably won't touch any equities this week. I would just focus on. I'm just focused on the index S&P for the most part. SPY maybe I might play some options, but for the most part for me, I'm playing futures. I feel like that's the safest thing. Even though we might just keep flushing down almost 2% overnight. Nasdaq down 2.5%, $530. Market just opened 3 hours ago. So
Share this real quick.
definitely gonna be some panic selling going on.
Looking at the SPY chart, it's the 4 hour. We made a lower high. Right? We didn't break through all time highs on Friday. The high was 609.96. The previous all time high was 610.78. Lower highs on the chart. And with this news, until we see something positive, I think this 594 level is key. So I'm going to be looking at puts for tomorrow. It's early. I need to pull up my options chain. But I'll be looking at puts for tomorrow, probably a couple days out, day or two out. Because I think we can hit this range right here. There's a lot of panic selling going on, as Keith said, glue. So just as you see the Bitcoin market selling off, a lot of equities, crypto selling off right now. I think that 594 level is key. And if we bounce, it's going to be a bounce from there. I'm making an educated guess, I would say, because I'm not sure 100%, but that's kind of what I'm looking for this week. And if it's something else happen, then I'm gonna play that, right? Being open and just having a game plan going into the week, and that's kind of my game plan. If we see downside, that's what I'm gonna be looking at. But if we see upside, I'm probably gonna be playing some equities like Google. Google had a strong end of the week last week. Tesla is another stock. I'm gonna pull up Tesla. Pull up Google first. Google is a stock that's seeing some strength in the down market. Broke through all-time highs last week. We played calls on this in the Discord last week. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Uh, Made some good money there. We're looking for a 200 break line there. 200 got the 205. We sold at the top. Tesla, another stock that saw some strength after a down couple of days last week, Monday through Wednesday through Thursday. Not really selling off a ton. Uh, if the market rallies, I'm gonna be looking for these equities to get into.
Let me see if I can share this. Let me see if this junk shareable. So this right here is a delta footprint chart. So it's trap buying.
Explain that to me. What's a delta footprint chart?
Huh?
You gotta explain that to me.
Yeah, this right here is a delta footprint chart. So the blue is the buying and selling. It's the difference, right? It's the delta. So it's the difference of the buying and selling. So it's more buyers, and this 288. It was 288 more contracts than selling, right? And then look, repeat and flush. So they're trapped, flushing. See all the strong selling, flushing. 192 contracts, trapped, flush. All this blue, trap. You see all the strong selling down here at the bottom? Flushing. So yeah, this is what I'll be watching right here. Take it a step further, just showing how I trade when I make my decision. On top of that, if I could have matched that flushing up with this this range that I just chart throughout the day. I chart as the price fluctuates, right? And look, you see as it broke, making lower lows, making lower highs, high, 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 just going further, breaking lows. As look, see what price at now, right? I'm gonna go back. All the selling stacking up. They about to push through. All the strong selling right here. You see it stacking up. You see the as it's going. 166, 84. You see it? They pushing. I'm gonna go back to my chart. This is what look. I could have been making this trade right here.
For sure.
Look at this. Pushing. Making lower lows. Breaking lows. All that selling. I was keep going back and forth, you'll see.
Cross
You know,
that red line that's going like, you feel me? It's this way, right? Like that.
What's that?
That bottom red line, that's at an angle.
Yeah, that was the trend that I mapped out.
Sell, puts all day. Yeah.
You feel me? So me, when I'm looking at stuff like that as I'm charting and I see that and then I see all this stacked up selling, that's a heads up for me to go ahead and, I mean, but I would have been in at the top when it hit that top trend. You feel me? I like to get in early because the risk to reward is a lot better. You feel me? I don't got worried about no pullbacks going against me if I get in at the top, especially if I'm trying to short. If I'm trying to short at the top. I ain't trying to short once it's breaking lows. You know what I mean? It's skewing my risk to reward. You feel me? I want to short at the top. Huh?
Money is money.
Yeah, for sure. But risk to reward, that's how I like to play it. So yeah, like I said, I'm just open to whatever the market decides to do. And I will just react to it.
So I got Apple right now. I got Apple right here. Like I said, I'm just chasing liquidity. So 2 days ago, like I said, This was the first range. So right here, this is that first target I'm looking at. First candle. I'm always looking for that first candle coming out. And then once the first candle come out, depending on which way it go, I'm gonna let it go I'm gonna let it go pick its direction that it wants to go, like it did yesterday, like it did in this session.
Was Friday session?
Yeah, this was Friday session. If I could ever grab it.
Was that Thursday? No, that was Thursday.
I don't get rid of this. Where is the eraser?
Boom. Ooh, got a setup.
That don't drop.
Nah, I just got a setup. I'm gonna show y'all. This is what I mean by zero prints. Let me show y'all in a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I was saying, right here I'm gonna look for that. This was, let me see. Yeah, this was Thursday. So Thursday, this was the earnings. This was the first candle. As you can see, it chose the direction and went down. Then it came for a retest. Even though a retest, I knew that was gonna come back to 232 Bert. That's what we talked about. It went crazy over in the earnings and after hours, but it still was coming down. So it came all the way back to 232 like we talked about. So now tomorrow I'll be looking. I'm always moving my high and lows from sessions. So tomorrow I will be looking for the first candle. If the first candle breaks up, like if it's bullish, I'll wait for a retest because it'll go past this high too as well. Then it'll come back and then it'll retest. And then it's going back to this previous day high liquidity. And then if it doesn't, if I'm thinking about taking puts, this is where it wants to go, which is way down here. So it wants to get back to this low, this previous day low, which is around like 218, but I'll probably mark it right here. So this is where it wants to go for puts. Probably not that far. Probably about right here. Yeah, about right here for puts. Yeah. So if it's gonna be a bullish day, I'm looking for I'll be taking some 247 calls. But if it's a put day, I'll be taking some 225 calls, and it'll probably be a swing because that retest. Yeah, it'll probably be a swing because that retest is probably gonna come around like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock session. That's when the retest normally happens. Then that's when I'm gonna get in, and that's what I'm looking for tomorrow.
For sure. And this talking about earnings, Apple had earnings last week on Thursday. I played them Jones. I bought one contract for like $200 and I made $60. But my calls was in the money at the open and I sold right at the open. But this is why you don't play earnings because Apple dropped and then it ran up after hours. So like the IV on everybody's options was crushed. So
Fresh.
that's one reason why you don't play earnings because I should have made $500 on those calls because they was in the money. They was like a couple dollars in the money, honestly. But just because it was earnings and kind of way fucked it up, honestly. So that's why you really don't play earnings unless you absolutely know and you don't go in heavy with a lot of position size in earnings. You got to play it light, like 1 to 5% of your account, honestly, because
yeah,
you never.
Earnings is lotto. That's the lottery right there, man. Stay away from that.
For sure.
Yeah, I like Apple. You know what I'm saying? It had its earnings. It cooled off on Friday, so definitely looking forward to see, like I said, what it's gonna do over in pre-market. And like I said, my strategy is whatever that first candle looks like on the 15-minute mark. If it breaks above that, I'm gonna look for a retest back on that. Then I'm gonna take some calls. And if it's bearish, I'm gonna wait for a retest back to that, and I'm gonna take some puts. And it's probably gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a swing because that retest normally come around like 12 o'clock.
Watching Apple, watching futures. Everybody got a game plan for this week. Shit.
I didn't have much this week. It's like I said, we just like it's early. Like Keith said, just to piggyback off Keith, it's a lot going on with the tariffs. So a lot of businesses it's just watching right now to see what direction, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of businesses is switching up their alliances and allegiances, as you can see. Target, you know, all these DEI initiatives are going away. So a lot of businesses is kind of like picking that direction of which way they going for the next year, for the next years, as me. So it's really like just watching at the beginning of the market because it's gonna pick a direction.
I think the main thing going on right now, the market don't like uncertainty, you know. And right now, like you said, we don't know what this inflation is what's going to come out of all of this. This
Right.
tariff war, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are waiting for Trump his first week to do the things that he's doing now, right? It didn't happen. At first, it was just a strategy or a tactic to get what he want from these different countries, right? He didn't get it, so he's going through with his plans. So the market don't like uncertainty, and that's why we're going to sell off until we figure out where we go here. Where do we go from here, right? It's just best to play what you see, and I wouldn't hold on to anything long. I wouldn't. I'll just have a strategy, a quick scout. I will quick scout this type of market right here. But yeah, we flushing. I'm gonna show y'all something. This is what I mean by zero prints. And these zero prints tend to get filled. As you can see, a zero print is unfinished auction. Price move so fast that it's all this selling happened so fast that it didn't fill. It just filled. Right here, didn't fill. Here's the open, the high. As you can see right there, we had zero print. Right here, zeros. Zeros. This is all just happened from the open at 6 p.m. So if this stuff don't get filled overnight, I would look for a failed night. I would look for a failed overnight high break. So let's say we get up to like 59.4, something like that. 59.3, something like that, right? And we flush back down. That's something I would be favorable for right there. I would short that. But yeah, this is one of my main strategies right here, playing these zero prints because they get filled. Market is like a magnet because it's an auction. And you can't have an unfinished auction. It's not it's not fair to the participants. You feel me? So like I said, these tend to get filled. They're magnets. Honestly, this ain't something you can Google. Shit, ain't even people talking about this on YouTube about zero prints. So,
Tell me about it.
and like I said, I chart as price move. As you can see, my trend line's moving because new information is presented every minute, every hour. We're pretty much in between that first candle of the day, that 6 p.m. candle. And this is a 1 minute chart. So at 6 p.m., we're still within that bar. We're ranging within that bar, as you can see. Just simple technical analysis. I don't got no indicators. I just use price action and volume and order flow. I feel like that's that right there. And shit, look at this. What's this, Myron? What's this, Riley? Double bottom? On a 1 minute? If we could break this high, ain't nothing stopping us from going to retest up here.
No, for real. No,
So
that's bullish. That's a buy
I
right
would
there.
just wait and see. That could have been a good
It's
long play right there,
definitely a double bottom right
especially
there
targeting some zero
or an
prints.
hour play. You can catch that for the hour.
59.64 lines up with the zero print. Or I got zero print right now, 59.64.
Yeah, yo, we do our own
And
chart, man. We don't do indicators.
if it was to hit like
Not no
around
not
this area, that'll be perfect on that trend. But like I said, it's best to wait and see what the market give you. Just react.
do your
That's
homework.
my specialty. That's my strategy. I wait, see what she giving me. This right here is definitely a double bottom. You got to drop,
It
break
touched
this
it right
high, you can rally up.
there. Buyers
Probably
was
fill some of
present
these zero
right there,
prints up in
man.
this area
Bulls
right
was
here.
present. You see Bulls stepped in right there.
That's a good point. Then I ain't got much more either. I said what I had to say.
Sure, sure. So nice little day tomorrow, depending
Full
on what.
disclaimer: we are not professionals. We're just giving you some sound advice from our point of view. You know,
Yeah,
listen, cannot. Um, we're just giving you from our personal technical analysis, our personal prefaces on how we view the market. You know, so yeah.
yeah. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Tap in with us, like, subscribe, comment. We'll catch y'all again Tuesday before Wednesday before the market open. We're gonna have some plays for y'all, man. Tap in with us. Join our Discord community because it's growing. Like, we're getting a lot of people that are interested in trading stocks, that have traded stocks in the past, that are looking for a community of stock traders to be a part of. They joining our Discord, making money, having fun. So tap in with us.